Hi, and welcome to day 18 of our 21-day challenge. And we're here to do something very, very beautiful today. And today's theme is, in fact, something that might resonate with just about everybody. Today is going to be all about how to deal with anxiety, how to deal with stress, not only during this time when there is pandemic in the world, but actually this is applicable at any point in time. So we're going to do a very beautiful breath meditation today, which you can practice anywhere, anytime. Hi, my name is Vidisha Kaushal, and I'm your coach and catalyst in creating a conscious life. So let's get started with day 18. I constantly hear from people. I'm in touch with many hundreds and thousands of people over my communities. And what I hear from them is that I don't want to feel anxious. I don't want to feel the fear. And I'm trying hard, but I don't know how to cope with it. So while many of us, for example, who are on this challenge, we're working consciously to shift our energy, to shift the vibration, and it's a constant work in progress. But is there something we can do which can instantly shift our energy? Absolutely, yes. While there are many practices, what I'm going to share with you is a very, very powerful one. It is something I've personally experienced and I constantly utilize it. I also have used it with many of my clients and they seem to absolutely love it, especially for the kind of times when we want to shift ourselves to a different frequency, but we are unable to. The mind is too cluttered. The mind has too much going on. So for those times, this is something that just shifts your energy without you doing the mental work. Because sometimes all this work with the mind can become very, very exhausting. So I thought, why not do that today? Let's first understand what are some of the symptoms that can show up if you're somebody who has mild, moderate, or severe levels of stress or anxiety. And again, I want to say something right here. If you're somebody who's suffering from chronic depression, if you're someone who is facing panic attacks at the moment, if you're somebody who is going through a lot of intense stuff right now, please reach out to the helplines in your country, reach out to professionals. This session is not a substitute for therapy. Let's get that right. So this session can definitely help you. It won't harm you at all. It can only help you. However, it's not a replacement for professional help. Let's establish that very, very clearly. I work as a life coach, and when people sometimes watch a YouTube video and they think that just by watching the video everything in their life can shift, I have to work hard to sometimes open them up to the realization that watching a YouTube video which is meaningful to you can actually serve as a beautiful trigger point. You can learn so much, right? But if you're suffering from something as intense as you might be, then you need professional one-on-one help, which is customized for you. So reach out to people in whatever country you are, reach out to the professionals. There are helplines set up everywhere. Okay, with that said, what are some of the symptoms that can show up when I am experiencing anxiety or if I am going through stress? And I may not even recognize that I'm going through stress. I might just externalize it. I might think, oh, there is a pandemic and everybody's feeling this way, so I'm feeling this way. But the point is, whether everybody's feeling it or not, I got to deal with what I am feeling. And that's where we have the ability to respond to what is going on within me. And that is what is called responsibility, isn't it? So some of the things that can show up are your sleep pattern can get affected. Either sleeping too much, constantly wanting to sleep or nap, or feeling sleepless. And the third option is that while you're awake, you're feeling very, very sleepy. And when it's time to sleep, you're wide awake. Now, that's an imbalance that is usually there because of stress, because of anxiety, because of overwhelm. Appetite is another thing that gets affected in most people. Again, two extremes. You could either be eating a lot of junk, constantly eating, or you might just feel a lack of appetite. Either way, there is a huge imbalance in your systems, and that shows up. What else can come up? Well, feeling as if your existing issues have got worsened. For example, if you have some issue with your sinusitis or migraine, then you suddenly find that that seems to be getting worse. Now, that can be constantly connected to stress, because remember, these many diseases are psychosomatic. So, in fact, all diseases are psychosomatic, if you ask me. But even your doctor would say that something like migraine, something like sinusitis, something like your blood pressure is psychosomatic, very, very clearly. So, these things can get worse. You could also experience a sense of being ungrounded. And I've talked about grounding a lot in one of the videos that is made exclusively for that. So, grounding, I'm not going to touch today. Just watch that video. Maybe the link is showing up, or you can check it out in the description. Go to that video session 14, day 14 it is, and learn about grounding. But yeah, these are some of the symptoms that can clearly show up in most people. And this is a reflection that we got to do something. Something is not okay. It is imbalanced, not only in the outside world, but it has permeated me, right? Um, so, what are some of the ways in which we can cope with this? We'll quickly talk about that before we get into the meditation. Um, One is to wake up before everyone else does. That's very, very useful. Instead of staying up after everybody slept and letting that take a toll on your system, you see, everybody's craving that me time today. Everyone's craving their personal space or their ability to connect within. So, whether you're staying by yourself or with the family, you somehow feel disconnected. So, the connection that we seek is actually not just with other people, it is with our own core energy. Many of us are uprooted at the moment. So try and wake up before everybody else does so that you can fuel yourself. Again, I've talked about this a lot in my productivity video, which was the previous session. So go and check that out so that you're able to learn about what to do in the morning. But this is a very important tip. I find it very useful because it allows me to consciously create the energy of the day. And I'm not at the mercy of my emotions. I'm not at the mercy of how I am feeling in context of the rest of the world. The second thing that you can do is be very, very careful with your use of social media. Be careful because there's a lot of information pouring in which is incorrect, a lot of information pouring in which is contradicting itself. So that creates a lot of chaos and confusion in the mind. Be kind to yourself and use the social media at your conscious will. So, for example, I will log in at 10 o'clock. I will watch the YouTube videos that I want to watch, or I will log into Facebook at so and so time, and I will just check out what I want to check out. So, for example, I've unfollowed hundreds of people in the past 1 month because I realized they were suffering from a lot of this infection, literally, of talking about just sickness, talking about the pandemic, talking about bad things, about the lockdown. And I didn't want to be in that energy. So I decided to just unfollow them. So be very, very vigilant with your use of social media. What kind of information are you accessing? If you're in a zone where you're constantly checking the death toll, the infection rate, what is happening in every country in the world, then constantly that's what you're recreating, and that energy is not going to help you move out of anxiety, pain, any kind of fear that you're facing, any kind of emotional overwhelm that you're facing. You don't want to load your system up even more. Yeah. What is the other thing that we can do? Well, we can practice, and this is crucial. We can practice pouring it out every single day. Every day you're going to pick up some stuff, just like the body consumes food. Okay. So all your inputs basically, such as food, some of it gets digested, assimilated, and serves the body. The other has to get out as waste product. Same principle with the mental diet, with the emotional diet. Some of these things are going to serve you very, very well. But what about the rest of it? 80% of it or even more is actually redundant. It is toxic sometimes, it is harmful sometimes, and we are doing nothing to release it. I strongly, strongly recommend journaling for everybody. Just pick up a diary, pour out your feelings, pour out your thoughts, pour out all that unprocessed stuff. If somebody in the family was nasty to you, write about it. If you felt fear, write about it. If things around the world are making you anxious, write about it. And here's the secret: don't read it again. Don't recreate that energy. burn it, destroy it, or just put it away. If you're a person who doesn't reread and chew on that stuff, then you can have the journal for some time. If you're somebody who feels you have less control over yourself and you're going to go read it, rip it, burn it. But it's very, very important to get rid of it every day, to release it every single day. If you're not doing it, you'll imagine doing that to your body. You would never do it, right? So it's the same principle. Make sure you release. Physical work is my next tip. You got to do something physical because we are not out there in nature many a time, especially now. We're not doing physical work, and the less physical work we do, the more in the mental realm we are. And that's where all the anxiety, pain is going around in a loop. You want to switch over, move into the body. Do something that is physically intense, such as dancing, or it could be gardening, or it could be just pushing things, shifting the furniture in your house. Whatever is physical will get you back in the body, and you'll feel the energy moving in your body. Because after all, anxiety, pain, suffering, fear, these are all pent up energy. And once you release this energy, things start flowing so much better. Lastly, I want to talk about what we are going to practice today. What we are here for is mindfulness or breath practice. Okay. Now, a lot of beautiful meditation techniques are there, and you're welcome to try whatever works for you. But the point is, it's got to work for you. It can't be something that you know and you think it's good and it's not working for you. Okay. Then try something that is going to work for you. And here's something I'm going to take you through, because this works beautifully for everybody. So you can practice the same meditation or you can try something else. This is a very simple technique. In the beginning, we'll be breathing in a certain pattern. We'll be breathing into the count of 4, holding the breath to a count of 6, and releasing the breath to a count of 6 again. Now, when you breathe out, you can breathe out through your mouth. But when you breathe in, you breathe in through your nose. And so after this is over, there'll be a very short little meditation, of which the breathing is a part, because the breathing sets the rhythm for it. Okay. So sit very easily, calmly. If you want to lie down, this is probably not the right meditation to lie down. You got to sit up for it, have your back straight, and close your eyes gently. Let your body relax completely. Let it hang like a loose cloth. And feel your eyes letting go of all control. There is nothing for you to do for the next few moments. So just let yourself relax, let go of the control. Your body is well supported by the earth. Feel your body being supported by the earth. The surface on which you're sitting is capable of taking your complete weight. So just let go. Let your thighs relax. Allow your neck and shoulders to relax. Let the scalp of your head relax completely. Letting go of stress and tension from all parts of the body. Keep breathing, keep releasing. And now, as I take you through the special breath, we'll be breathing in to the count of 4, holding to the count of 6, and breathing out to the count of 6. You will follow it with me so that we are at the same pace. Take a deep breath in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more, breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Keep your eyes closed. Place your hands, your palms on your thighs, and feel the energy running through your body right now. Be in the zone of silence. Experience the vibrations in this moment that are pulsating in every part of your body. Maybe you can feel it in your scalp or on your face. Maybe you can feel some tingling in your fingers. Or maybe you feel nothing. Whatever is right for you is right for you. Stay in this zone of silence and stillness. And notice if there are any thoughts coming, let them come. And just let them go. Relax. Stay in this zone as long as you want to. And if you want to, slowly and gradually bring your attention back to this room which you're in. Give your body a good stretch. Rub your palms together and place them on your eyes. Slowly opening your eyes at your own pace. And you're welcome back. How did that feel? I want to hear from you in the comments what your experience was with the breath meditation and what your key takeaways were from today's session. What are the 3 things that you're taking back? And try and stay in the zone as much as possible. You can do this any number of times in a day. You can do this thrice a day, you can do this twice a day, whatever works for you, but make sure you do it at least once a day. Isn't this a beautiful way to just shift your vibrations without taxing your mind, without getting involved with the mind, just a vibrational shift. And that's the beauty of it. So I want to remind you once again that if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. Make sure you click the bell icon so you get the notifications every time I post. There's a lot of beautiful stuff coming up even after the 21-day challenge. So just make sure you're here every day for each session because you are the abundance that you seek. I send you loads of love. Have a beautiful time. Bye.